My friend Oke and I had just touched down in Abuja, the capital city of Nigeria. We entered a restaurant both wearing Nkara print fabric, a traditional style worn in West Africa. I'll never forget. I was wearing this vibrant orange and gold dress with a matching gele or head wrap and naja beads on my wrists and around my neck. Oke was wearing a black embroidered dashiki and trouser set, complete with an ozo, or Igbo red cap, on his head. We were looking very fine. Considering this is Nigeria, where this attire is a normal part of social life, we assumed many people would be wearing similar things as we had previously seen. To our surprise, everyone was dressed in ripped jeans with Nike tennis shoes or retro Reeboks, and t-shirts with Marilyn Monroe, Tupac Shakur, and Scarface on the front, along with many other fashionable trends dominating pop culture in the West. You could imagine the irony of us standing there, looking completely out of touch with our environment. People were staring, others began to whisper, and I sank deep in myself and began to wonder, how does this setting look so similar to my home in Greensboro? What happened? Higglers happened, huh? And in case you're wondering what that is, anthropologist Dr. Carla Freeman defines a Higgler as historically a country woman. She is both producer and consumer, participating in informal economic activities and formal labor. But the transnational Higgler is the contemporary suitcase trader who has expanded her business across cultural and economic borders, and this is changing the game. A few summers ago, I traveled to Onitsha, Nigeria, to conduct ethnographic research on Igbo women entrepreneurs working at the main market. This is the largest market in West Africa, and I was there interviewing these women on how global processes are changing the ways in which local businesses function in under-resourced regions. And what I realized is we've developed these socialized expectations on how women and entrepreneurs should operate. But what actually happens on the ground looks quite different. These women are mastering the art of the hustle to create something new. And what they have built are these somewhat hidden networks of cultural exchanges where you only know about it if you know. But there's great news. If you did not, now you do. You're welcome. Here's the catch. I can't tell you in full detail because as a member of this community, I'm sworn to somewhat secrecy. But what I will say is these women are going abroad and returning with commodities for local consumers and their own families. It's really an intricate process of trade and travel, and they're doing all of the work themselves. Locally, business is conducted through word of mouth and is spread through lots of return customers in highly, closely knit communities and marketplaces. These women have developed ways on understanding not only a relationship between who they are separately, but who they are as a collective. In Onitsha, there is little use of social media due to minimal resources and high data rates. Therefore, sales are made face-to-face. Competitive pricing, or bargaining as we know it, is critical to their success. Code switching, reading nonverbal cues, having good personality, and quickly adapting to new environments are all valuable skills mentioned by most of the women I interviewed. This is in juxtaposition to American entrepreneurs who increasingly market and manage their businesses fully online without having to build personal relationships. Despite these challenges of local economic underdevelopment, Igbo women know the value of the services they offer. While traveling at the Main, I had to pay for their knowledge by either purchasing their goods, giving nairas or local Nigerian currency, or bartering with my personal jewelry and values. But for me, this experience was just a reminder that life is a hustle, and Igbo women are using their agency to increase mobility and create newly integrated economies. Perhaps the biggest lesson we can learn from these market women is simple. In our own capacities, We are all Higglers, you and me. Previously as a student, and even today as a professional, I also perform in spaces as a poet, a community organizer, a content creator, and a hairstylist. More remarkably, when I asked these women, why do this work given the economic pressures they face, a young woman named Ngozi shared a profound realization. She said, it's not just the money, but the love. It's my way of life, and I'm making the best of it. Doing what you are passionate about in life will always yield the greatest impact on yourself and others. That's real success. I encourage all of you to think about the ways in which you use informal skills to cultivate community in a world where borders are gradually disappearing. Thank you.